Today,
from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh,
it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Well, the temperatures are cooling off, but the sun is still shining, and that makes for perfect football weather in this. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And again, it's Chubb. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 11 catches, 93 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Back to throw, Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down, back at the 26-yard line. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. This a 43-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. 3 catches, 55 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw here. It's brought in by Harris. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They run again on first down, Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Chubb running to the wide side. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
17 yards on the pickup. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Push him back. Push him back.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1. First down, and they go back to Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Completes it to Samuel. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Back to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Good footwork at the 30. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Second down, here's Chubb again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They run it again with Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He finds his man complete. That's Ford. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The Steelers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's Samuel, caught left side. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is now 17-3. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Watson on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This time they stay on the ground, and he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. The Panthers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, it's a short trip in the Sunshine State down to Miami, as the Dolphins are at home as well. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. 3 Tua Tagovailoa touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Aaron Jones has a touchdown on the ground. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
33, yellow.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the 50, it's Watson. Right back to Njoku. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To the air yet again, Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Down at the 25.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson, and he'll just get rid of it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Seibert's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Second and 6. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now a first down throw, Watson. This caught out left by Bell. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. The Browns set to take over. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. On 2nd and 9, Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A give. This is Chubb. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Watson being chased out left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A give to Harris. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll look to throw here. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They're going to look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. Caught here by Bell. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw. Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive. Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Watson looks to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flynn. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd down and goal. Watson flush to his right. And he's got it. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against them.
They'll try and run for it with Ford. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Jerome Ford, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it 24-13. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, that's complete. It's Bell.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On 1st down, Watson.
Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Here's Watson.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7.
Watson to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run again with Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's Harris. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 11, a minute 25 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. To throw, Watson completes to Njoku. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
45, 1.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Ready.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Steelers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the calendar changed. October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.